Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga appeared to publicly defy manager Maurizio Sarri and refused to be substituted in the final moments of extra time in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley. The Spanish goalkeeper went down injured as penalties approached, seemingly struggling with cramp, prompting Sarri to ready Willy Caballero to come on. But extraordinarily, the 24-year-old rose to his feet and waved away the substitution and insisted he was fit enough to continue. Sarri's furious reaction: he threw a bottle to the ground and stormed off towards the dressing rooms before turning back, suggested his goalkeeper had purposefully ignored him, but he later insisted it was down to a misunderstanding. "A big misunderstanding," Sarri said. "I understood there was a problem and we needed a change, then I realized the situation when only the doctor arrived to the bench after 4 minutes. So it was a big misunderstanding. I understood that the goalkeeper had cramp, so for me was unable to go to the penalties. But the problem was not a cramp, so he was able to go to the penalties." He also played down the moment where he stormed away from the Chelsea bench. "No, I needed only to return to be quiet," he said. "As I said, the goalkeeper understood that I asked a change, for his physical problem, and he said that I haven't a physical problem, so he was right, I think." Former Chelsea captain John Terry admitted he is fascinated to see how Sarri and Kepa respond in the coming days. "The last thing the players want now is this. It's interesting what's going to happen now," Terry told Sky Sports afterwards. "He's brought an awful lot of pressure on himself, hasn't he?" Jamie Redknapp added, "I've never seen anything like this in football before, just incredible. Caballero wants to come on, the manager wants to get him on. It's a nightmare, this is boiling over now. Caballero is brilliant at penalties as well. I feel for Sarri there, I really do. You've got to come off. This is a complete lack of respect for the manager. I feel so bad for the manager. I've never seen it before." During a bizarre few minutes, substitute keeper Caballero was left in limbo on the sidelines as Chelsea's number 1 stood his ground, shaking his finger towards the bench and at an increasingly furious Sarri. Eventually referee John Moss had to intervene, speaking to both Kepa and the Chelsea bench. The farcical scenes left Sarri apoplectic, and at one point the Chelsea manager looked set to walk off the Wembley pitch. After throwing a water bottle in anger onto his seat, the boss made his way towards the tunnel before turning back and watching the final few minutes unfold. When Moss eventually blew for the end of extra time, Kepa was kept out of Sarri's way, with Antonio Rudiger and David Luiz among those who tried to calm the manager down. Yet the Chelsea goalkeeper did not justify his gesture in the shootout. Sergio Aguero's weak penalty squirmed underneath him, after he had performed some histrionics in an attempt to put off City's penalty taker. Kepa did keep out Leroy Sané's spot kick, but City retained the trophy with a 4-3 shootout victory. The defeat will do little to ease the pressure on Sarri, who is fighting for his job after a poor run of results. "If the manager wasn't under so much pressure, it wouldn't be the talking point it is," Redknapp said. "The board might think he's been undermined by this. It could have happened if they were in a great run of form." He added, Sarri, questioned the players' attitudes before. And this is only going to increase the divide between him and his players. You have to have respect. Once your number comes up, you come off the field. You've got to have respect for your mate as well who's coming on for you. Sarri might look at this and say, I don't need this, and go back to Italy where he's respected as a manager. In that situation, that's a killer. Every manager is sitting at home thinking, I would have tried my best to deal with it. We all feel sorry for the manager. First of all, we say to the keeper, you've got to go off. And you've got to save the penalties, which he didn't. And now he looks the bad guy. Today, he's got it wrong. City captain Vincent Kompany, meanwhile, said he had never seen anything like Kepa's refusal to go off, but was glad not to face Willy Caballero in the shootout. I know how good Willy is on penalties. When we won this competition against Liverpool, he was tremendous, He won the penalties for us and it would be another mind game to be played, he told Sky Sports. It didn't happen and the confidence was there to score the penalties. Of course I've never seen anything like it. I wish I could do it every now and then when I don't want to get subbed off. Redknapp insisted Kepa should not be vilified for wanting to play, and he urged Sarri to stick with the goalkeeper when they return to action. He's a young goalkeeper, he's made a mistake today, the facts are you've got to get on with it. If you've got anything about you as a player, you'd be sorry for the manager, he said. But if you think he's the best keeper for the job and you're playing Tottenham on Wednesday to get in the top 4, you've got to play him. You've just got to get on with it now. What more can you do? It's a horrible situation for the manager and everything. He added, sometimes things like this make you come together as a team. The goalkeeper's probably a decent lad. You don't want to vilify him now for this. We sometimes criticize players for coming off quick and not wanting to play. He wants to stay on the field as well. He's made a big mistake, but it's over and you've got to get on with it.